Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for the sixth episode of my complete Platinum Trophy Guide for Demon's Souls on the PS5. So for this episode, it should be relatively short. We are going to head over to the level 1-2, so this is the Lord's Path at the Archstone of the Covetous King, or Boletarian Palace. So it's known as level 1-2. And we're just going to go in here quickly. What we're going to do in this episode is save Ostrava yet again. He's gotten himself into trouble yet again, and we need to come to his aid. And our real purpose here is we are going to, we want some loot. So there is a compound short bow that is located on a corpse on top of one of the guard towers on the bridge that you'll see up here. We've got a bunch of phalanxes that well, technically these enemies are called hoplites. So we're going to work our way through this little section here, and then we're going to find ourselves on a bridge, and what we're going to be after is a compound short bow, and I'll show you why. Don't underestimate these guys. They can definitely be deadly. Their spear attack is nothing to take lightly. They can kill you before you know it. So now we'll head down here behind this guy, and this is where we find Ostrava, an unknown hero soul.
Could you assist me one last time?
Fenced in by enemies.
Clear out the sections blocking this passage.
This won't be the last time, though.
The Lord's Path, just over there, is now a feeding ground for dragons. Have your wits about you.
Okay, and he warns us about some dragons that are up ahead. Really, it's just one dragon. It is the red dragon that we're going to have to face off against. Well, technically, it is actually optional. As far as I'm concerned, it's not really optional. I find it much easier to complete the level with the dragon dead. And on top of that, you get a whole bunch of souls, like a whole whack of souls, and he drops the small scale flame demon soul. So the small scale flame demon soul can be used for upgrades, or you can consume it for extra souls. You don't get a trophy or anything like that for killing the dragon in this level. We'll try maybe some magic on this fellow. Let's do some healing. There we go. It certainly pays to have a ranged attack, especially at this point in the game. Alright, some hard stone shards. So there are no items back here. And none of the other hoplites dropped anything. Now we want to go up these stairs and we will find some half moon grass times 3, which is awesome. We need as much grass as possible, and that is going to be it for this section. And we will move on to go and rescue Ostrava. Now, out here, the dragon is going to come and destroy everything on this path. So we want to initiate that sequence. Here he comes. And we'll let him destroy all of the obstacles in our way. Unfortunately, for the moment, it's too difficult to get any of those items. We'll head back and pick up this guy. Crescent moon grass. I don't think we really have enough time to get that other item. So we'll have to do that later on after we kill the dragon. We'll pick this up, Crescent moon grass, and then we will head over here into the stairwell where we have an enemy lay in wait. Personally, I find it best to lure this guy out here where we have a little bit more room to do battle against him. This is going to be much easier to sneak around him and get a backstab in there. So now we will head to the top of the tower. We've got one more enemy. So when he goes to hit you, it does provide you with enough room to do a roll, and you can roll behind him and get a backstab in. And there you have that dragon being quite aggressive. My stamina recharge. There we go. Alright, and he's done, and then we've got a corpse here, an unknown hero soul, and on the next tower there is an item that we are seeking, the compound shortbow. However, we are going to go down below first so that we can save Ostrava, and we are going to want to go left. So you might notice I tend to destroy a lot of the debris or items that are in my way. I just like destroying them. Sometimes there are items and things located behind them, although you can usually tell before whether something is there or not. Ooh, a little bit dark. Oh yeah, let's use our magic, shall we? And there we go. Just waiting for him to fire. And there we are. Ooh, these guys just don't give up. Oh. Alright. Do a little bit of healing. Okay, yeah. And we will pick up these items. So Soldier's Lotus is used, it stops bleeding if at any point some enemy has inflicted you with bleeding damage. It will stop bleeding. I find that to be a very rare occasion that I use a Soldier's Lotus though. So we'll talk to Ostrava now.
That's twice now.
That's twice now.
Time to forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
Dark Moongrass, right on. So the Dark Moongrass, just to show you, it fully heals your health and status ailments. So if you have been inflicted with bleeding or poison or plague, consuming a piece of Dark Moongrass is going to fully heal you. Now we're not going to use that anytime soon. I find it best to send to my storage. I like to kind of hoard that stuff and keep it for a rainy day. We'll send that away too. I'm not going to be using that. And I almost never use the throwing knives either. I find they're just extra weight. You may enjoy getting some use out of them. Personally, I honestly have never thrown a single throwing knife. Hardstone shard. We're gonna send this stuff to our storage. Again, you don't need to have the upgrade materials on you. The blue eye knight cuirass. I'm not sure if. Let's see if we have what it takes to wear that right now. Pretty decent piece of armor. It is going to affect our. So just to show you.
So that's going to bring our equipment burden up to 51.5%. So it's going to make our roll and the speed at which we move to be a little bit slower. So he consumes his stamina more quickly too. So we're going to just wear our wizard's clothes, and we don't need. I'm actually going to send, because it weighs 10.5 pounds, so I'm going to send that back to my storage. We don't need to have women's clothes in our inventory either, so we'll get rid of these old ragged robes, and that will leave us with our wizard gear. And now, so where we came in was, where? Right here. So this is where we entered this area, down those steps, and we're going to continue on right now. So following the path, this is beneath the bridge where the dragon is up top. We'll just throw some magic at him and get rid of any obstruction. And we've got an item right here. We'll pick that up to gain an unknown hero soul, which an unknown hero soul is worth 400 souls. Not a bad little token. And the dogs. I shouldn't have done that. I screwed up a little bit there. I should have not ran in there so quickly. And now I'm going to have to divide them up somehow. There we go. And I don't know why he was being so docile there. Wow, Ostrava actually helped us too. Whew. That was close though. That is definitely, I would not advise doing that. If you take your time a little bit in destroying the debris that was in front of us, they won't, you can divide them up and not all of them will come at you at the same time. So here's another dog. So 2 power attacks with your rapier should do the trick if you're playing as the same class of a character. And that's going to be it for the dogs in this section. However, there is an archer up there. And let's try and get a backstab on him. Great, perfect. And then we've got an item on a corpse over here, some crescent moongrass. All right. And now the Dregling Merchant from the first area has moved, so he's no longer going to be found in the Gates of Boletaria level 1-1. This is his new location. So if you're looking to buy anything from him, he is here now permanently. And we'll look to see what he's got in his wares. You'll notice that his inventory has expanded. So he's got some pine resin there. He's got the claymore, which is an excellent blade. The broadsword, also not a bad weapon. But the claymore is really great if you're powerful enough to wield it. If you're doing a strength build, you can level that up too. He's got some decent armor and light crossbow. He doesn't have what we need though, as far as a bow. I almost want to buy that longsword from him. Geez. I think I might pick that up for now. Although, yeah, we can. Our strength is at 10, so we can wield this. Normal and pierce. Let's buy that and which are our dexterity. Oh, we can wield that scimitar also. So the longsword is more of a slash. I definitely like its move set more than the rapier. Definitely not a bad little weapon, so I'm going to continue on using the longsword for the moment. It is actually more powerful. Now the scimitar. The scimitar does bleeding too, so we'll switch to the scimitar. Um, uh, and it is a much better weapon. So we will do that, and then we will take this second staircase. So we had to break this debris right here, and now we can ascend the staircase, and we are almost to the compound short bow. So we will head up here, and there are two enemies that lay in wait up here. We'll do some rolling, and we'll go take them out. Wait for him to fire. Oh. Alright, neither of them dropped anything. And this is where we pick up the compound short bow and some heavy arrows. So from this vantage point, so we still can't use the compound short bow. We need our strength to be at 18. So we're going to have to do some leveling up in order to get there. I'll probably do a lot of that leveling up off screen, but we are going to need to be able to use the compound short bow effectively so that we can stand right here, and we're going to kill that dragon together. So we can stand here and take him out with a whole bunch of arrows and a little bit of patience. We will accomplish our task. But that is for later, as we can currently not effectively wield that bow. And there is some fog right there to continue on to the next section of this level. However, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fight those enemies either. At this point, we are going to travel back to... we want to go back to the archstone that we warped in. Now, I could just let them kill me. It's not going to negatively affect my... it's not going to negatively affect my... my world tendency. However, we will lose our souls, and we want those to level our character up with. So we're going to try and make our way back to the archstone without dying. It can be a little bit tricky to get past the dragon in this section. We're probably honestly not going to make it. Hopefully he's not going to kill us right here. There we go, okay. Unscathed. Normally he would do that. Roll must have affected something. So I'm going to head back to the Nexus, where we are actually going to continue slaying some demons in World 2-1, which is the smithing grounds, now that we have that bow. So we will head back. And I'm not sure, let's see. We'll consume this. Consume all three of those, okay. And let's see. what did that bow, what? So we need to have 18 strength. So that's going to take a little bit of farming to level up. I definitely would recommend farming the Gates of Boletaria, the first level, and taking care of any of the blue and red-eyed knights. The red-eyed knight is going to be worth somewhere around 2,000 souls. I think it's more than 2,000 souls for just that one character. So if you do like 2 runs of Boletaria, you'll be there. So if you do 2 runs of, like, because I think that you can accumulate somewhere around 6,000 souls in the first level if you do it properly. So it's going to require some leveling up. For now, I'm going to conclude this episode, and in the next episode, we will be heading over to the smithing grounds, which is level 2-1. We're not going to be doing battle against the boss in the smithing grounds, however. That will be in the second part of the smithing grounds episode. But we are going to go over there to try and unlock the shortcut, and that will get us an audience with Blacksmith Ed. And we're also going to find some pretty decent weapons over in the smithing grounds, as well as upgrade materials for our bow and our longsword. So in the next episode, we'll tackle all of that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode today, and I definitely look forward to seeing you in episode we're on what now? 7. Episode 7 will be the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and I would really appreciate it if you haven't yet, if you like and share and subscribe these videos, and subscribe to my channel. I would be so grateful. I would really appreciate it. So thanks a lot, and remember to stay safe out there, Demon Slayers.